This is the Catalyst Effect Podcast. I am your host, Isaac Carter, and we are live at DFW Startup Week presented by the Debt Council at MSU University, Cox School of Business. And I am having the opportunity to talk to founders all week long. And by all week, I do mean yesterday and today so far.
Very good.
And really excited because the voice of the founder, we want to learn more about. Most people don't start businesses because they want to make money. Obviously, you want to make money, but you have an origin story.
Solve a problem.
You're solving problems and building a community, and that really excites me. So I am here with EO Sparks, who has a really cool name, and I'm sure a really cool business. Tell us about yourself and your business.
Yeah, so my name is EO Sparks, and I've spent over 30 years in the retail industry, mostly automotive and RV. And one of the things that we really specialized in is solving dealer problems that relate to the customer. So when the customer purchases something, what is the newest product? What really helps? Is there stuff that's out there that maybe the dealers aren't quite used to or know about? And then can we bring that into the dealer to give the customer a better experience and a better solution when they need something?
So last year I was in Elkhart, Indiana, talking to the CEO of Forest River.
Yep.
One of our clients is helping to create software to help with RV quality.
Okay.
I've owned RVs for the last 12 years.
Very good.
And so I have a few concerns about dealerships. One is buying a stock unit is not what I want. I want something that's outfitted. I want the rubber feet on the supports.
So you want custom?
Not necessarily custom, but I mean, you have to accessorize these things. I want a generator rack on the back.
Right.
Slides should not be sold without slide covers. I mean, come on.
I agree.
It's raining out. I'm bringing the slides and I flood my RV.
Right.
Quality is an issue that these people are shockingly aware of.
Yes.
There's a fun one. Have you seen any of the new tankless water heaters?
I have. And in fact, I like them, but something I use in my house. I figured if you use it in the RV, it would be just as good.
And it's not.
It's not.
It's not at all. Because what ends up happening is if my wife washes dishes while I'm taking a shower, hot water turns off.
Sure.
If I have to set it to the temperature I want and only use the hot water, or
what type of RV are you driving?
We use a Heartland. But it's a Heartland RV, which is now made by Coachman.
Okay. So what we focus on is in the retail environment, there's something called the F&I office, the finance and insurance office.
Absolutely.
And so you purchase an RV, you go into the F&I office and they either give you a loan or you pay cash. And then the ancillary protection products take over.
Oh, yeah.
And so those ancillary products are designed to not only help the dealer when something happens, that they're not surprising the customer with a bill, but it also helps you as the consumer to say, hey, listen, I know for the next 5 years, 6 years, that if I blow out a tire, lose set of keys, tear an interior, bust a piece of windshield, get stuck on the side of the road, I'm not worried about who I'm calling. I know what the solution is, and I'm not caught off guard.
Yeah, and these offer help desk solutions. We picked up our RV 6 weeks later. I'm driving on a cross-country trip. We're in Utah.
Yeah.
And my hot water heater isn't keeping me warm. And my dealer installed a weight distribution hitch is falling off, and I'm on the side of the road and I need support. And I'm able to get the help desk through my warranty.
That is correct.
And they sent somebody out directly to reinstall the hitch and get me back on the road. And have that peace of mind, it's worth whatever money I had to pay for it.
Agreed. Now, I want you to do something. Close your eyes for a second and wake up as a renter. So this is our world. It's
I got
Renters Protection Group. So those proven F&I products are a $32 billion industry right now in retail. Guess what? They do not exist in rental space.
No.
So for the last 2.5 years, we really sat down with dealers and rental operators and tried to figure out what are the most important products that you guys need? Are they out there? And how can we give a distribution to the client?
Because to talk about that, how do you get that distribution to the client?
How did they or how do we?
How are you doing it now?
So we actually started off. Let me go to the backstory first.
Okay, tell me the user frustration.
So the user frustration was we were sitting with a dealer and he was talking about his insurance loss runs, right? Because as a rental company, if something goes wrong and there's no protection, it ends up as an insurance claim. And so the dealer was really frustrated and he looks at me and he says, EO, we sell about 100 retail units, but I do 3,000 to 4,000 rental transactions a year.
Wow.
What do you have to help me here? Because I'm about to lose my insurance coverage. And I looked at him and I said, well, aren't all these products covered under the vehicle service contracts? He goes, not in rentals. And boom, that's when the idea came about. And I said, well, there has to be something out there. So I went back, spent 6 months traveling, conventions, TPAs, third-party administrators. And I'm like, there has to be a product here. And after all that time, the truth was there was no product. So we spent the next 6 months building the product. We built a full suite of ancillary F&I products for retail, from retail, and transferred it into the rental industry. So now instead of being a 3 or 4 or 5 year policy, they're based per trip. Now, what does that mean as a dealer? You earn out in 6 or 7 days on that policy. So the risk was lower. And that same asset that you own, and I got to sell you one product, I can put that in my fleet and I touch it 60 to 200 times in that same ownership life cycle. So now I have more touch points, more profit, and a day earn out. We saw the writing.
Sarah, can you make sure that he speaks with Javi about Joyride? We have one of our businesses that I need you to talk to.
Okay, fair enough.
But no, and this is an issue in RVs, but it's also an issue in rentals
Across the board.
Snowmobiles, jet skis, electric bicycles in resort communities.
That's right.
They are trying to insure these products, but also they want a good experience for their guests. They want a good experience so if something is impeding their ability to operate, it is across the board. I have a friend that rented out his RV, and when it came back, it was just the tanks were just full of traditional household toilet paper.
Right. And we had a problem.
All right, cool. Yeah. Now we have to go back and drop fittings, turns into glue in those things as they're driving around.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. And it's a problem that becomes insurance isn't covering that. It's directly out of his pocket. And are you able to roll the help desk solution back to the renter as well?
We are. So not only did we create the protection products, but what we learned from our powerful, I don't want to put them as competitors, but the other people in marketplaces, right? Like Turo, Outdoorsy, Airbnb, RV Share. What are they doing? How are they winning? Well, number one, what they did is they're focused on peer-to-peer, but they controlled the checkout process.
Yeah.
So we looked at what the dealers were offering in the rental sector and said, okay, as a professional fleet operator, show me your system. What do you use to operate your business? And it was the same problem. It was fragmented. There was no unified flow. There was no web component for the guys to really offer their products. So they were band-aiding it with marketplace, peer-to-peer solutions. And there was nothing but overpriced insurance.
Right.
And they were all struggling with their insurance policies.
Yeah. And insurance covers loss of asset, but it doesn't cover the actual awareness.
That's right.
The weight distribution hitch on my RV being installed improperly caused me to destroy a Starbucks sign. I mean, I destroyed this thing. And having the support to come out and before handle some help desk or field operations will reduce the insurable incidences anyway.
That is correct.
While also increasing confidence and improving the experience for the customers.
I'm glad you said that, because right there is what we also realized is that, I was at the leadership conference for the RVRA and RVDA in Austin this spring.
Okay.
And one of the big topics that kept coming up is how do we get new clients in the door? What are people doing?
Yeah.
It's called rentals.
Yeah.
Right. Most RV buyers don't just go out and buy $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 RV.
My $60,000 travel trailer sits in storage, and my wife and I have been seriously thinking 90% of the time it's in storage.
Yeah.
Do I want to be paying insurance and storage and maintenance and everything on something that I use 6 weeks a year?
Yep.
Perhaps renting 6 weeks a year makes more sense. And I have considered, hey, what if I put this into a rental fleet? Wait a second.
There you go.
Is somebody going to destroy my RV on a Starbucks sign? Because I've been pulling RVs for 15 years and I did it.
That's right. Now, what happens though, even if you have a solution, are you going to take your toolbox, jump in your truck and drive 4 states away to handle this customer?
There's no way.
No, but
I'm not letting them pull my RV or drive my truck.
And so all of these issues and these problems actually are not problems because they've already been solved. They've been solved for decades in retail. And the amazing part of it is that all we had to do was find the right third-party administrators that understood the level of the opportunity here. And we took those products, cut them down to daily products. We also built a safety app, first of its kind, first to market, that goes with the renter. So when you book and use our software, we control the booking process. We control the implementation of the protection products. They're embedded in the checkout. Then we control the P&C insurance piece. And then the dealer can manage everything from their back-end tool. Customer downloads the safety app, takes the safety app with them. If they need to make a claim, tire, send, done, photo, claim, paid.
And is that also covering location, velocity, some driver safety things.
Yeah. So the inside there, you can put a module in the fleet, and not all fleet operators use it, but you can put a module in that controls, how fast is the vehicle going, is the picture that he took right now is his
pretty
live
accurately right
metadata.
from the phone too.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I love it. All right. So if anybody's watching this and they want to engage with this, they want to engage with you, they want your product, they want to start running their fleet.
Yes.
This time of year, a lot of dealers have stock on the lot, used and returned stock, and
you are hitting all my buttons.
I know this industry, my friend.
So one of the things we teach at our conventions is used inventory that's sitting there, dead inventory. What's the best way to get a customer to fall in love with it, with an RV specifically? Let them rent it.
Yes.
Let them take it out for a weekend. Don't sit in the parking lot and turn on the air conditioner. Send them on a 2-day trip.
Freedom. Last year, I picked up my RV. We put my kids in the RV. We drove to Palo Duro Canyon and then up into Colorado Springs.
Yep.
Up in Aspen.
Yes.
And
I did that trip 2 years ago.
Yeah. Eagle, Colorado, Eagle RV Park. The Colorado River goes right through there. 4th of July, a bald eagle flies right out, grabs a fish from the river, flies right. Most American thing I've ever seen in my life. My 4-year-old and 2-year-old, my 18-year-old were there with me.
Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps.
We drove down into Utah, up around through Wyoming, across South Dakota. Wyoming is a stretch, man.
We didn't do Wyoming. We went up through New Mexico, through Colorado, and then back down. We may have stayed at that same campground. After this, I'll send you a photo where it was close to 4th of July. It was probably the 6th of July. We're sitting there watching the mountains and the sunset, and the sun comes down and the moon comes up, and I swear it was half the size of the mountain. It was amazing.
So it was cool. I took the pictures from the trip and I uploaded it and created coloring book pages. So I made a little adventure. You ever watch Bluey?
No.
So it's an Australian cartoon show. They have Bob Bilby that goes on their adventures. So we got a cartoon, a little puppet of Bob Bilby.
Okay.
Bob Bilby went on an adventure. We have the coloring book. My daughter pulls out the coloring book and coloring. I'm like, I want to go back. I want to go back in my RV. I want to go back in my RV. Yeah. Your used stock is sitting on the inventory in the winter. It's sitting in the winter. Send people on trips in it. Monetize that.
That's right.
But it's very dangerous to do without the right products. And it sounds like you have them. How can dealers reach you?
Dealers can reach us from Renters Protection Group is our website. You can also reach me at eo@renterspg.com. That's the best way. Buy things that they're not comfortable in the beginning if they can't rent it in the recreational space. It doesn't matter if it's a 4-wheeler, if it's a boat, if it's a RV. What we're doing is we're giving the customer a solution to give them confidence. Why would I book with you over some random dealership that doesn't offer these products?
Yeah.
And number 2, when things get tighter and rentals expand, the dealers need a little bit more profit per booking. We give them that. And also the third part of this is if you're the dealer and you're worried about answering that phone, where am I going to get this tire? How am I going to help this guy 4 states away? You don't have to do that anymore. We are the first line of defense. We're nationwide. We have the largest service network in the industry.
Yeah.
We solve these problems for you.
I can't even imagine you send somebody out for a week in an RV.
Yep.
And then they come back and then 3 weeks later, they start getting emails. This exact unit is available. Why the vacation doesn't need to end. I mean,
that's right.
The marketing campaign creates itself. You've got enough information to pre-qualify them with a loan. I mean, goodness sakes, this just makes sense as long as you have a way to do it and protect your inventory, protect your dealership.
That's right.
Protect your units and your customer.
That's right. And another fact here is still 70 to 80% of all motorized rentals are still controlled by dealers and professional fleet operators, but they got left behind. They don't have the necessary products to compete with the big marketplaces. And that's all peer-to-peer.
I love it.
So I appreciate you talking with us. We've got a great product. We'd love to help you guys out. And if you know of anything, any questions that we can help answer while we're here, come find me.
Sounds great.